Hello. You're tuning to the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Colin Cowherd reinforces the narrative with Lamar Jackson. Look! I love when this stuff happens. You know why? Because we need more stuff like this to happen. Forget it being just about Lamar. This is about the Ravens, right? I want you to understand something, and I mean this. For as hard as I am on the Baltimore Ravens, meaning the team, the staff, whatever it is like that, I respect the organization. Because out of everybody, as much as they missed out on Lamar the first time around, they spun the block and made sure they didn't make the same mistake twice. For once, that mindset of I'm the smartest person in the room, because of what they did, changed the whole trajectory of their future ever since they drafted this young man. And now, because of not only his vaunted success, team success, individual success, people are having to change the narrative. And Colin Cowherd is one of those people that are now trying to change the narrative. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play some of the audio, what he had to say, and then we're going to break it down, all right? So without further ado, let's hear what the Herd had to say, especially with comparing him to other quarterbacks. Let's do this.
Here's the other thing. So for the last forever, I didn't know if Lamar Jackson, first year in the league, I didn't know if it was going to work. He ran around way too much. Now, he was good at it, but he ran around too much. And eventually you have to win from the pocket. But the last 3 or 4 years, I've spent 3 or 4 years defending him. He's good from the pocket. I don't know what you guys are watching. In fact, this year, last 2 years, he's better this year than last year, his MVP year. The kid is just fantastic. And he does two things that the great quarterbacks almost all do. He wins about 75% of his games, and he always says the right thing. And he was asked about...
in his own way.
Perfect. I said, Baker Mayfield is actually talented, but he kept starting fires, not putting them out. You're never going to hear Lamar Jackson calling out publicly Zay Flowers because he ran the wrong route, unlike a guy in New York. Being really good and being really humble, it's really important for a quarterback. Eli Manning in New York would not talk after wins, always made himself available to the New York press after losses. Smart guy. And what's great about Lamar, he's only 27 years old, which is crazy. It feels like he's been in the league forever.
That makes he's getting
and
better.
With all these God-given gifts, he could be a little peacocky. He is one of one. There's nobody like him in the league, and there's been nobody like him, maybe Michael Vick a little, ever. And he could have an ego, and he doesn't have to be humble. I mean, go to Twitter, 3 minutes, look around. I mean, that guys struggle being humble. This kid has God-given gifts. And it's all about team. It's all about us. It's all about we. I didn't know if it was going to work. I'm the first to admit. My first year, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work. But I feel like I spent the last 4 years. He's literally everything I want. Athletic, good from the pocket, humble, hardworking, mostly available, total team guy, incredible work ethic, locker room loves him. He feels like, not all quarterbacks feel like this. He feels like the soul of arguably the second best run franchise in the league outside of Kansas City. And I say that simply because Kansas City keeps winning the final game of the season. He is the soul of that franchise.
You know what's crazy? And I want to make sure that I say this and get it across with total clarity. Because a lot of times things get misconstrued, right? I said this before and I meant it. I've talked to the man more than once, face to face. No cameras, just chopping it up. When I told you guys, it's not to suck up to him. Like, I'm real with him. Like, we talk real. Like, and that's what I like about him. I like him Love him as a football player. But I respect him as a man. And y'all gotta understand, there's levels to this, right? It's not just being humble. It's the way you carry yourself. It's the way how you approach people. It's the respect that is given. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. When me and Ing Raven were afforded the opportunity to interview him, right? Let's be real. It came out that he's gonna get his money. Right? We did that knowing that he's now the richest man in the NFL, and talking to him, you would never even know. The way how he was talking, oh, I remember you and your son, like talking with Ing Raven, like, and I remember Ing's like, wow, like, usually with athletes, it's like, oh, yeah. No, it's like he's bringing up certain, like, points, bringing up certain episodes, and even for my platform. Like, and I'm looking at it like, man, and we're just laughing, talking. And I'm just like, man, this is man. So when I say that he carries himself differently, I mean it. I'm not some fan that is going off the whim just because he's winning. No. And that's what truly separates him and makes him special. Because he's not blinded by the glitz and the glamour. You see, I want you to understand something. This machine that is professional sports will chew you up and spit you out. They will build you up to knock you down. That's that. If there's any formula that works in media, that's the winning formula. I'm talking every time. Barbecue chicken. He doesn't care. All about team. How many games have we seen Lamar sit out? I said this before on the platform. I said, bro, there's games where Lamar could have already broken the passing touchdown record. Y'all know that, right? There's games where Lamar has had 5 touchdowns at the beginning of the third quarter. And he's on a heater. The defense is holding down and he's scoring. It's like, bro, Lamar can put up another 5. And they're just trying to run out clock. Or they sit him down on the bench. How many games can you think about? Think about it. He's like, nah. He's like, oh, you can get those running stats, Lamar. Nah, let Gus get that. He's the running back. Let him get that. He's not a goal line merchant like some people. But this is what I'm trying to get through to y'all. He is going to rewrite the record books, and he is going to change the way. He's already changed it. But once he wins his Super Bowl, and I told you he will retire with 2 or more, the entire landscape is going to shift. Because you have Lamar Jackson doing what Lamar Jackson's doing. Now you have another young guy coming up right behind him in Jaden Daniels. Lamar Jackson is his comp. And you got to start looking at it like, oh my God, more and more teams are going to say, we want that. We want that. What are you going to do then? For all the people that hate Lamar, what are you going to do then? Where it's everywhere. Pee-wee, college, high school. And it's shoved in your face. What are you going to do then? I love it. I love it. And I told Lamar, I said, listen, I don't want anything for I just hope I'm there when you guys are hosting that Lombardi trophy. So I told him, verbatim. We're going to get to see if they do it this year. I have a good feeling they're going to do it this year. And I think that during that, Lamar is going to grab MVP again. And Derrick Henry most likely going to get Offensive Player of the Year. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with Colin Cowherd about his evaluation of the legacy and the trajectory of a Lamar Jackson thus far? Or are you saying, no, it's all luck? The media props him, he doesn't deserve it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, this episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know, love the comments. If you're not done already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness, whenever your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code to a Cash App. Cash App is located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, it's The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Hunter, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.